All right, so we can cool here with CJ Graham, the band sessions, and Jason. How you guys doing, man?
Good.
Good.
Doing great. How about you?
The band season.
So you guys are actually all tied together from Jason's movie. You made Friday the 13th Vengeance. You're making part 2. Is that correct?
Actually, Jason's my son. So yeah, he's part of my DNA.
Really? I didn't know that. Well, that explains how you got in the film
then. I begged him.
Yeah, right.
I'm still working on Mr. Brooks. Me and a partner named Anthony are trying to get his arms to grow.
I'm working on it.
Just,
Bigger than mine.
So, and we're going to work on him because he's got that Mr. T starter kit when it comes to tattoos.
Yeah,
we're gonna work on him a little bit. So when he shows up, he looks good.
Getting there.
Gotta look good.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know you guys were father and son. That's totally cool.
Well, in the movie we are.
You know, I'm pulling your leg, right, Jam Man?
No, I didn't know.
You don't feel me tugging you under the computer, bro? Okay. I play his father in the movie, to be straight up. I mean, Nick and Randall and Matt are like, yeah, I think I'm getting on this, but Jam Man's like, okay.
Well, you're the grain of salt. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool to have CJ as my real dad, but nope. He's but at least he's my dad in the movie and a good mentor outside of that. So.
But you know, gentlemen, to be quite honest, Jason, can I ask how old you are?
46.
Theoretically, I could do it. I'm 64.
Yeah.
So theoretically, right on the money, if I was 18, you know, everything works.
That it does.
Well, see, the reason I believed it, man, is you haven't did a movie in almost 30 years, and he got you in the film, so I just figured you're like, did a favor for your kid.
Yeah, and I'm excited. You know what? I think you said next Wednesday is the release of Season's video and music that's coming out. I'm looking forward to seeing it and hearing it.
Yeah, the premiere of the video is Wednesday.
Okay.
Itself is actually already out. We released it because we were playing a Halloween show, and we really wanted to release the song ahead of time, like that week of, since it's like, obviously a Halloween oriented song. But yeah, the video is going to be released the week of, or this week 13th. So we're pretty stoked about that.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, am I right? Was this song inspired by Vengeance, Friday the 13th Vengeance, or how did that come about?
We actually, I guess I started talking to Peter, and we were kind of shooting some shots. We had actually one of our songs had just gotten picked up by AEW. One of their wrestlers used one of our previous songs to walk out, and we just kind of thought, we were like, man, like, what if we can cross over into the movie world? And Mikey Ruckus, who is the music producer for AEW, kind of gave us some tips, and he was like, start reaching out. So I reached out to Peter and started that conversation, and kind of got into like, how can we do something? Does anything you guys have coming up need music? And he brought up Vengeance, and I asked him, I was like, well, in your opinion, what would you think? Do you think should we write a song, try to specifically zone in on one aspect of the movie? And he was like, yeah, that's a good idea. And then from there, so we started writing the song. He told me to reach out to you, which is how we got in contact. And that was pretty much it, man.
Nice. I mean, I get hit up a lot with people saying, hey, I'm in a band, various music, different genres, and they're always saying, is there any way you can use my song in your film? So I've listened to a lot of songs that in different bands and everything. And when I heard yours, I was blown away. I was like, I just fell in love with it instantly. I played it in my car, I don't know how many times, but I really loved it. And it actually kind of inspired me to go further with that and think about all those people who are extremely talented, who've written songs, who've been inspired by Friday the 13th Vengeance, excited for Vengeance 2, and they're submitting stuff. And it's like, we can't put every song in the film. we can't put every song in the credits. We can't use them all, but there's so many out there. So I was talking to Peter and Josh Ticker, who you guys, if you don't know him now, you will. But I was saying, what we should do is put like a inspired by album together, inspired by the movie, and get all these people who are so talented and to get their work out there and help promote them as well. And so your song kind of led to that idea. Although we do want to use your song in the credits, but outside of that, it just spawned this new idea of actually putting out an album for the backers and for the people who are supporting the film to be able to listen to all these talented people submitting music. Even if we can't put it in the film, they can still be spotlighted there. So
That's awesome.
That's really cool. I know Randall especially. I know he's a huge horror fan. Dude,
Jason especially.
nice.
I was born
Good
on
choice.
Friday. I was born on Friday the 13th. So.
Nice.
Good day.
Yes, it is. My mom was thinking about naming me Jason, but she named me Randall instead. Damn it.
Oh, that's
So
so
close.
So
Not too late to change your name.
I know. You can. You can. It's not too late.
now going back to the track, you guys, is it actually through like Jason's perspective of the song, the lyrics and whatnot?
We wrote the song basically if Jason Voorhees crazy ass could write songs, what would the lyrics consist of? And so I remember writing this. I was traveling at the time. I was in a hotel room in Atlanta sending lyrics back and forth to Randall. Randall and I wrote a lot of the lyrics, and so we were going back and forth. And I hope, especially if you're like a diehard Friday the 13th fan, you'll pick up there's all kinds of like references to different aspects of the film like throughout it. Not just like Friday the 13th 1 or 2 or any specific one, but all of them. So yeah, they were a lot of fun to do.
There's also some key lines in there. I think it's at least 2. It could be just 1, but I think it's 2 that so obviously I'm huge on Jason, and a lot of people like Freddie, but this is a pro Jason song, so I made it all about Jason, and I actually badmouthed Freddie in the song too. So there's that.
Randall, you gotta remember, Freddie's a pedophile.
Yeah.
There you go.
You really don't want to do a song about him, buddy. Not in today's politically sensitive world.
No, that's why I badmouthed him in the song. I think the lyric is Nick, help me out. It's
I am reality.
yeah, I am reality. Freddie's a dream. Yep.
Is it bad when the front man doesn't know his own lyrics?
I had a margarita. Okay.
Listen, he's got, no exaggeration, I'm quite confident when I say this, dozens of songs. You can't expect to remember the lyrics for every single one.
True. Valid
To be
point.
fair. To be fair.
Valid point.
Well, CJ, are you a metal guy, man? Do you listen to is that your genre, metal, rock?
I'm old school. You got to remember, like I said, I'm 64, so I'm more of a CCR type, Earth, Wind, and Fire back in that era. So I still remember the Doors and Led Zeppelin. So.
Well, this is definitely a little bit harder than that. That's for sure.
Well, this is the nice thing about this music, sincerely, is the energy level and the dynamics of the energy. So for me, Twisted Sister and the folks that I know within the industry, that music, that gets you going. Like he said, I'm driving, I'm listening. Jason said he's listened to it multiple times. When you listen to a song multiple times at the gym or in your car, it just got that power and that impact. So, metal's one of those things that just, I remember having the Red Hot Chili Peppers perform at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. And I was right there on the top listening up. So I see both sides of the avenues. And now I'm a guy up in Montana with a ranch. I enjoy country music.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
You got
Nice.
that connect with Alice Cooper too.
I was very fortunate, you guys, like, with you guys having the band and doing the music. Alice Cooper did those songs for Friday the 13th Part 6 that I was involved in. And, here we go, 33 decades plus later. And it's still one of his favorite songs. He likes to get on stage to perform, Man Behind the Mask.
That's awesome.
Nice. I hope in 30 years we're up there playing Killing Season for people.
You're right. That's what, you just don't know. I mean, I remember you guys, my first concert, true story, was Alice Cooper in 1973. Welcome to My Nightmare. It was the name of the show, and very first concert I ever went to. And then, '86, I'm working with him, for a film. So don't be surprised if in 3 decades I'll be in the grave and you guys will be making new songs.
Yeah, you never know.
Now, what was it like shooting a video during COVID? I know there's like a lot of restrictions and stuff. How was it hard or?
Well, when we shot Vengeance, it was before COVID. Like, we didn't even know the word yet. So
I'm talking about the band's music video.
Oh, the music video.
Yeah, so with the video, the way we did it, the scenes for the video didn't really require us to be like around tons of people. Before I was in the band, they did a music video where it's them playing in a packed club, and that was before COVID. But this video wasn't anything like that. So it was I mean, shooting videos this was my first round of shooting videos with Seasons, and it was challenging, but it was a lot of fun. But it wasn't like COVID wasn't a huge barrier because the scenes, there's not huge crowds of people or anything like that. It's really cool, but the video has a really cool storyline with it. I don't want to give too much away, but I'm really stoked for people to see it. I think definitely the Friday the 13th fans will really dig it.
Well, I want a little. I'm gonna see if you'll give up on this. Does Randall wear a Jason hockey mask or anything?
I'm only 5'5", so I don't know if you want me to wear the mask.
I'm talking about the video. Did you like sneak it into the background somewhere and just,
Well, so I'm not wearing it, but there is a very, 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 very tall guy. I think he's like 7 foot, and he's wearing it. And he played the part perfectly.
Nice.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
Randall about the video is Randall likes to like hide fun secrets from us, and so we're trying to find a location to shoot this, and out of nowhere, and completely true, but we're searching for locations, going back and forth with the director, and he's like, "Hey, my grandma lives at Martha Washington's birthplace." What? Okay, so that's
Yeah, that was sold after that.
yeah.
We did film this video at the house Martha Washington grew up in, believe it or not.
Oh, that's the place you did it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet.
Randall just puts out random secrets. Like, I don't know who the hell's grandma lives at Martha Washington's house, but whatever.
Mine.
He brought it up at the end meeting like it was a common thing. Like everybody has grandparents who live in the houses of famous first ladies. It was like
Famous first lady.
Exactly.
Now, CJ, what made you want to do Vengeance? I mean, you haven't did a movie in so long. What made you want to start back up?
Well, I retired almost 4 years ago from running casino resorts. So once I retired, I had the time frame, the availability to do functions. And Jason and Mr. Brown approached me about doing Jason's father. I mean, Jason Brooks and I are of a similar size. My arms are bigger.
I'll keep working.
But other than that, we're pretty like eyeball to eyeball. So the character, I was fortunate enough to do part 6, which you could say is one of the better ones. But I'm right in the middle of the series, and I was able to maybe take Jason to another platform of the series. And with that being said, the Elias Voorhees concept has been out there for years, even with Tom McLaughlin, the writer-director of part 6, but nobody's ever seen a physical characteristic other than on comic book or a storyboard. So it just was fortunate, I can grow a nice big full beard like a Viking, 6'3", 250. And, I do have my hair, I got to tell you that, Randall. Buddy, got my shit.
That's all that matters.
Little gray, but you didn't have time to put a year of growth into it. So we put together a stringy, like I said, kind of a Viking looking long hair on the sides and full beard, and off I was running off, trying to prove my DNA ability to Jason, my son.
That's awesome.
Now, CJ, did you give Jason tips about playing Jason throughout the film or anything like that?
No, I mean, it's not my thing. I mean, if he asks an opinion, I'll give an opinion, but he has to embrace and take the character where he wants it to go. Daddy doesn't always know best, so to speak, in this case. So he did his own research and he came up with his concept. And you know, in hindsight, I think he did a great job. I think he'll do great in V2.
Awesome. Oh, you can actually watch this movie on YouTube right now. Is that right?
Yeah, you watch it for free on YouTube. F-13 Vengeance.
Awesome. Now, how's the process for part 2 going? Did you start shooting yet, or?
Not shooting yet. We're in the middle of getting that script written up. We're in version 4 at this moment. So just kind of tightening the story up and making sure it all works front and back, forward and backward. So then we plan to start production late spring. It's kind of the.
Are you going to have like a Indiegogo or a something like that to kick it off?
Yeah, we'll throw up a Kickstarter Indiegogo again, probably in the next month or so. So yeah, once I get that script complete, then we'll be confident in the timeline, and then that way we can start planning out all the next steps. But until that's complete, I don't want to, rush things and put the cart before the horse.
Now, you mentioned that there was a compilation of different bands and stuff that are based on the movie or about Jason.
Yeah.
When's that going to come out?
So that will be launched with the Kickstarter. So what I'm hoping to do is, as we do the Kickstarter and get people to come in, anyone who donates to that will get a virtual version of it, digital version of that as a thank you for donating. And so then they would get the download. And then we do want to offer a physical version as well that will be part of the Kickstarter rewards, so that if you purchase something, as part of the package kit. And we have an amazing artist named Shauna, who just did the artwork for Guns N' Roses' last album, who's volunteering her time, and she's going to make the cover art for this album for us as well.
Really cool, man.
Yeah.
Is Ari attached to the project at all, or?
I still have to reach out to him. Tom McLaughlin, he's writer director Part 6. He's also in a band called the Sloss. I've talked to him about maybe having a song, a part of this, and I still need to reach out, contact Ari. I owe a follow up to him to see if he wants to put something in there too with his band First Jason.
Yeah, I figured he'd be all over. That's totally his,
right.
Now's a good time to reach out to him, though. His birthday was a couple days ago.
Oh no, I missed it.
Well, now that's what I'm saying. Now's the time to reach out and say, "Oops, I got busy. Happy birthday!" And by the way, right?
Perfect.
You and Ari just shot the Barn 2 together. Is that right?
Oh yeah. So I've worked on a couple things with Ari. We just happened to end up on set, and then there we are together again. So, but the Barn Part 2 was the last one that we did together.
Awesome. Now, this is a question for all you guys. I mean, out of all the horror icons out there, I mean, Jason is obviously the top thing. What do you think the draw is that people still love Jason so much to this day?
I'll tell you from my perspective, Jason has just become a worldwide iconic brand. And the interesting thing is, and I'm going to pick on Randall for a minute. I think he said he was 5'5", so he's a normal sized human being compared to my abstract ass. My point is, anybody can put a hockey mask on, and you assume the role naturally. You become powerful. You become ominous. You are just a badass when you put that mask on. So I think the cool thing about the mask isn't the size; it's the image and the brand that comes with it as soon as you slip it on.
Very, very true.
I think kind of along those lines, it's such a, I mean, for one thing, Jason has the character has such a intricate and interesting backstory. It's not just like an unexplained monster, but if you watch the movies, like there's a interesting story that it comes from. But also, like, to that point, it's kind of like the band Slipknot, when they put on those masks, all you see is that void of emotion character. Like Jason is kind of like that, just capable of anything. You don't see happiness, sadness, anger. You just see like that menacing figure. So I think that really appeals to a lot of the horror fans too.
For me, it's just the fact that even when you think you've killed him, he's not dead. There's some sort of way that he always comes back. And also too, when he kills naked teenagers, naked women, that's also great as well.
You're biased. You were born on Friday the 13th.
I was.
That's why you don't like Michael Myers. Be straight up.
It's true. It's true. It really is. You can kill Michael Myers. You can't kill Jason.
Yeah, but like I told Jason Brooks, real men use a machete, not an Outback steak knife.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think that's a lot of the attraction though too. Is one, I mean, he's invincible. Two, I mean, just people love slasher films. I think just across the horror spectrum. I mean, there's a lot of attraction to that, and you have this invincible guy who just doesn't go away. It's like Nick said, you can't. That what Nick and Randall both just said, you can't get rid of him. And so I mean, there's so many limitless possibilities that you could take the character and as well as the backstory and just you can continue evolving it. So I mean, it's amazing.
See, that's the one thing I like about the movie Vengeance there. It had such a different take, adding in, you know, Jason's dad and the little twist and stuff right there. It kept it going and make it interesting.
And that was another piece of it that was fortunate for me, that nobody's ever played Elias Voorhees. So, I mean, I'm one of 9 guys in theory that play Jason. A couple have passed away, but at this point, there's nobody on the planet that I'm aware of that's been in front of a camera as Elias Voorhees.
We did a great job. That was awesome.
And just to touch back on what CJ said earlier, with Tom McLaughlin, he wrote, you know, a different ending for Friday the 13th Part 6. And you can find the storyboards out there that included Elias Voorhees at the cemetery. And with his permission, we actually, that's the entry or the beginning of Vengeance is we filmed his story basically and what he had storyboarded. So it was really fun to have Tommy participate in that. And he played the Gravekeeper in the beginning of that part as well. So it was really cool to kind of take what he wanted to do 30 years ago and be able to start our film with that, where that one he intended it to end. So,
you know, I just got done watching Ratchet on Netflix there. I always wanted to see a Pamela Voorhees style, something like that, where they show the early life, you know, and what got her into why she was and what came about. Maybe that's a project you could tackle there for us, Jason.
we'll see. You might learn a little more.
Well, I guess we got to wait and see what we got for the fall there for part 2 for sure.
Yep.
Now, for all you guys that are on here, I just want you guys to put out your social medias and you know where to check everything out that you guys got going on, and whatever you got coming forward, just let us know.
I'd say as far as the band goes, it's funny because Facebook hates us. It won't just let us be Seasons, so we have to attach RVA, and a lot of times that gets tacked onto the name. Everybody's like Seasons RVA. No, it's just Seasons, but literally everything as far as our socials, you can find us at Seasons RVA. I know we're going to be all over the place, COVID permitting. There's a couple bigger festivals that have been announced that we're tentatively on. We're on. We're just, again, COVID permitting, but should be a fun year for us, and we're really looking forward to being a part of this project.
Yeah, and we're on all the major social media platforms. So like Matt was saying, it's Seasons RVA for the most part. We're on Instagram, Seasons RVA official. Twitter is Seasons RVA. TikTok is Seasons RVA. And YouTube, our YouTube account is Seasons RVA. So we can be found on any of those.
You got a parlor too?
We do. At least not yet. We'll see.
None of our names, Chris Taylor Brown, and we are not associated with Trapped.
Too soon?
For Vengeance, we have F13 Vengeance that's on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me, the Jason Brooks or the Jason Brooks Official on all the different platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, but I would just search F13 Vengeance, you'll be able to find where we're at. And CJ,
Yeah, I'm
do
real
you want
simple.
people to find you?
I just jason6.com. You'll find me. Facebook is out there, of course, but as far as the website, jason6.com or cjgraham.com or hellcop.com, they all trigger right into a platform of jasonvoorheesstore.com that I own. So, you know, pretty easy to find me. I'm easy. How many people you know CJ Graham? I mean, it's a weird name to start with. I mean, it's
I
not
like
simple, it's not simple like Nick, Matt, or Randall. I mean, you know.
So with your store, like with Comic Cons being closed and stuff like that, people can reach out to you and get autographs and everything like that right now.
Yeah, for me, it's real simple. You know, like I said, the simplest thing is just jason6.com. And the website, you know, has about 24 color 8x10 photos that are available to autograph them, send them back. But I also allow people to mail me stuff. They may have different figures that they want autographed. And all I ask, it's the same price to autograph it, but all I ask is send the return postage in the box. I'll sign it, snap it, send a picture to you, and put it back in the UPS box, and off it goes.
Awesome, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, this is-
All right, guys, I appreciate everyone's time. Wednesday will be the premiere of the song. I'm really excited for that. I was able to get a sneak peek, and it's fucking great tune. So if you haven't seen it yet, I mean, get ready for some fun. And I can't wait to see Vengeance Part 2, man. I mean, the first one was
Hey,
great.
great. In the seasons, guys, I know you're missing one, but congratulations on your successes. I look forward to next week seeing it. And I mean this. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's an
Thank
honor
you
to
guys.
be.
I'm looking forward to you guys getting to see it. I hope you guys really dig it.
Cool.
I do. I think I got a sneak peek. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I think I did, and I enjoyed it a lot. So
Well, hopefully we'll get to see them, Mr. Brooks, I'm talking to. Hopefully we get to see the band members and the band at the preview of V2.
the premiere,
Yes.
why not?
That would be sick.
That would be awesome.
Jason, aren't you closing down the street, if I recall?
In my way?
You guys are closing down the street where you're going to do the premiere, right?
Oh, down. Yeah.
There's a spot for a stage and a band. Just throwing that out there.
All right.
Oh, shit.
Let's see what we can do.
See how I reached right into that producer's pocket? Bang! I got you, man. I got you, man. I got you back. I got you sick.
Pocket length.
Good. I'm not all Jason. If you look around, I'm a little bit more military. If you can see that stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sergeant.
I got your back, man.
I will
Awesome.
say something that's really cool about this. Messaging back and forth with Jason, and something kind of struck me. He was like, "Oh, what you guys do is cool," and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, no, what you do is cool. Like we're a bunch of idiots who like metal and kind of don't suck at our instruments sometimes, but
Sometimes.
truly an honor to be a part of this, man. And
Yes.
the really awesome thing is none of our friends like believe this. I mean, they believe it, but they're like, "Hey, what'd you do last night?" "Oh, we talked to Jason and Jason's dad. That's what we did last night." "No, you didn't." I promise.
Yeah, people look at us like we're
Guys, I
like
got one question. Is it
late-
seasons with an S or singular?
Seasons with an S.
plural.
With an S? So it's plural. It's singular.
Yes.
So, okay. Because I always kept thinking, is it seasons? Because it sounds the same regardless when you're just talking like us. But I
Yeah.
want to make sure that when I mention it, I tell them it's with an S.
Yep.
Okay.
Indeed. Yeah, it's an honor. It's an honor just to be on this interview with y'all and everybody. It's just great. Love it.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity. Everybody dies at Crystal Lake.
That's right.
Hey, what
Yeah,
does
man. Thank you
RVA?
for having us.
What do you guys at on the seasons RVA? What's RVA?
Richmond, Virginia.
That's where we're from.
So it's just something stupid. Got locked in my brain now. It's bigger than it meant something. So cool.
No, it is really, really stupid, and we're like really stuck with it. So it's, I don't know.
It's like a Virginia slang term, I guess. Like people go across the state. Where are you from? I'm from RVA. So
Oh, you're in West Virginia?
No. We're in
Virginia.
Matt
Gotcha.
goes, no.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. I really want to give a shout out to Jason and CJ for being part of this. This made this interview extra cool to help promote these guys' music and their new song and your film.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sincerely.
Good luck, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Take care.
Peace, y'all.
Have a good
You
night,
too.
guys.
All right.